Let's get more now on the Indian elections, and officials will begin the task of counting hundreds of millions of votes within the next few hours as Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeks a second term at the helm of the world's largest democracy. We're now joined by Ravi Agrawal, managing editor of the Foreign Policy magazine, from our New York studio. So, Ravi, tell us, of course, everyone is indeed looking forward to the exit polls, and it shows that Narendra Modi and his BJP party are on the road to victory. But how accurate is this?
I feel like we need to caveat that every single time we talk about them. Just recently in Australia, the exit polls turned out to be horribly wrong. But this time in India, all of the exit polls seem to overwhelmingly point to a return for Mr. Modi. So the trend points that way. It could be wrong, but it's unlikely.
All right. So if indeed Narendra Modi and his BJP party get a majority, economic reforms must continue and job creation.
That's correct. That's going to be an important priority for this government, and it needs to be, because this government hasn't actually managed to push through as many economic reforms as it wanted to. The ones that it has, for example, the goods and services tax, didn't work out exactly the way it wanted to. There's still some glitches. And then demonetization, which was this very decisive move by the Prime Minister, where he recalled 86% of the cash currency on offer in the country. And while it was intended to sort of attack corruption, it had an impact of slowing down economic growth. So there are many things that this government has tried to do and hasn't fully delivered on. If it gets another chance, it will seek to address those issues. Chief among them as well is job creation. Unemployment is now at a 45-year high in India. So this government would need to do something on that pretty quickly.
Ravi, what if the exit polls are not accurate and Narendra Modi and his party do not get a majority? What's going to happen next to the leadership?
Well, so there are several potential outcomes. So if the exit polls are wrong, so then that would imply there are a couple of scenarios. One is that the BJP doesn't win enough seats on its own, so it would need to cobble together a coalition alliance with the help of other like-minded parties in India. That would then mean that the government won't be as stable as it was the last time, and that it won't be as decisive as it wants to be in government, because it needs the approval of other parties. But then there are other potential outcomes. If the BJP doesn't win anywhere near enough seats to form the government, then there could be the formation of a government that does not include the BJP, but includes an alliance of other parties. Or it could be a Congress party-led government, which is one of the leading opposition parties, of course. So all of those scenarios are still possible. And again, the exit polls don't point to that, but we can't rule it out. We'll know soon.
All right, everyone looking forward to the election results. Thank you so much for joining us from New York, Ravi Agrawal.